Hi everybody! So I'm doing another video. Again, if you watched my last videos, I was apologizing for my dogs crying in the background. Um, sorry, it's windy out and they're afraid of the wind. Lay down. Down. Sorry. Don't talk back to me. Dogs are worse than kids, I swear to God. Anyway, so I wanted to make a video on what exactly I did to conceive this cycle. I did a few things a little differently. And I think my mindset was a little bit different. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. First of all, I wanted to say that I got a psychic reading a few weeks ago. I purchased it off eBay, and the woman basically did tarot cards and tea leaf reading. And all she made me do was give her my name, my sign, my, hubby's name, and I think that's it. Oh, and my favorite number, and that was it. And she came back with this really nice, PDF file reading she sent me. It was 5 pages long. And, I take it with a grain of salt, but it was pretty interesting. She had correctly predicted my miscarriage. She told me she saw a BFP for me. Well, no, I'm sorry. She said she saw something with a baby around November. Hang on a sec, sorry. Brody, lay down. 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 I'm sorry. She said she saw something with a baby around November, either a due date or the month I conceived. And when I had this done, I was like, oh, it can't be a due date because that would mean I would get pregnant next cycle, and there's no way I'm going to get pregnant next cycle. And, well, sure enough, I did, but, so that was kind of interesting. And she said a few other things about other aspects of my life or whatever. So I had that done. Also, the past couple of cycles, I've kind of kept Tom a little more out of the loop as far as trying to conceive. 2 cycles ago, I barely charted at all. I was just a lot of people throw away the thermometer and the OPKs and get pregnant. I tried that and that didn't work. In this cycle, I did a variation of that. I did OPKs, I temped, not super religiously. But I needed I need to be aware for myself where I am in my cycle, especially where I can fluctuate on ovulation day, and I can ovulate really late. And, normally Tom's right there, cheering me on when I get the positive OPKs and all that. But I just kind of kept him out of it. I didn't let him know when I was ovulating. I didn't want to put any pressure on him. I mean, he's never had any, performance anxiety or anything like that. I mean, he's a young guy. He can go whenever needed. But I just... I didn't want to have him stress or anything. If in the back of his mind he was like, oh God, we got to do it this month or whatever, I didn't want him to worry. So I just kind of left him out. So he never really knew where in my cycle we were. I mean, I kind of told him, I was like, hey, yeah, I think I might ovulate within the next week or something like that, but nothing crazy. And I guess those were kind of 2 different things. When we first started trying to conceive, we used to have sex so often. I mean, it was the beginning of our relationship. I mean, I'm talking every day, multiple times a day. And then, as the months go on and you get all the BFNs and you get, upset, you kind of lose focus on what you're doing. And so there were months that we just kind of did it every, few days or once a week or something. It was not like us. It wasn't fun. I mean, we were losing who we were. So this month we were we want to get back to loving each other. I mean, I'm very attracted to him, and I know he is to me, and I don't want to let like work and stress and everything get in the way of, I don't want to be tired and be like, oh, I'm too tired to do it. So we did it a lot this cycle. Still not as much as we used to in the beginning, but a lot more than we have in previous cycles. And so in doing that, we BD'd a lot before a positive OPK. And I think that's key. I really think you need to have the sperm sitting there waiting when the egg is released. I really believe this because I looked back at a lot of my charts, and we BD'd maybe the same day as a positive or the day after, and that didn't work so well. It seems to me like there's a fine window between, just I don't know what I'm trying to say. At least for me, I seem to ovulate very soon after a positive OPK. So I really need to make sure I'm predicting, as my OPKs are getting darker, I'm starting to, have a lot of intercourse, because I really need to BD a few days before the positive OPK. So I have the sperm sitting there waiting. So that's what I did. I also, as I was telling you girls, in some of my other videos, my doctor told me to flip over onto my stomach as opposed to, laying on your back with your butt up or your legs up in the air. My doctor told me to turn over and lay on my stomach. Even so far as, that position that babies sometimes do where they lay on their kind of stomach and they tuck their legs and arms up under them so they have their butts like kind of up in the air. She even said to do that, which was, a little bit awkward after sex or whatever. I'd be like, get off me. I have to get in this position. And then it's like we couldn't cuddle or anything because I'm in this awkward position. But I did that. And then a couple of times after intercourse, we used the instead soft cups, which I've used before, but this time I like really, really made sure I was feeling where they needed to be positioned. I wasn't just like putting it in there and whatever. I really was, I don't want to say feeling myself, but I was just very aware, of my body and where this thing was positioned. And I just left it in for like a couple hours after sex. I think we'd only used it twice, maybe 3 times. I don't know if we conceived on one of those times or not, but we used them, and I highly recommend them. And then as far as after ovulating, the things I did to aid in implantation, I told you in one video I ate a pineapple. I actually did like 1.5 pineapples, including the core. They say the ingredient bromelain is an anti-inflammatory and is supposed to aid in implantation. So I did that. I had a small glass of red wine every night, starting, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 DPO up to last night, because it's supposed to get your blood flowing. And that's good for implantation. And I soaked my feet in really hot water every night, and just like some bath salts. That's also supposed to aid in blood flow and help implantation. And lo and behold, we got a BFP last night or this morning. So those are the things that we did. Some of the things we did differently. I can't really think of anything else. I think we just kind of had a positive attitude. We were kind of like, we had made all the calls to the doctors, so it's like, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like, you don't have to worry anymore. You're going to go to the doctor. They're going to figure it out. And BFP. So I hope that helps anybody out there. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask me. I'd be glad to answer anything. If you're wondering, the Instead soft cups I bought, I think I ordered them off Amazon maybe, but you can find them anywhere. And they sell the Diva cup, which is similar, and I believe that's reusable. The Instead cups are not reusable. So yeah, try them. Who knows? Anyway, guys, this is what I did to conceive. And please give me all your baby dust. I need it. I need this baby to stick. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.